Hmm? Oh, it's just you. Are you here to vex me, or do you actually have something constructive to say? What? Cat got your tongue? Go on. If you have something to say it. Seriously? You're just going to stand there and gawk at me? Okay, dude, this is getting a little creepy now. Are you going to say something or not? I'm in your spot? I don't know how to tell you this, little brat, but just because your daddy is the university president doesn't mean that everything here belongs to you. Everything that is available to the students is the property of the university, not you. Well, regardless, there are plenty of other spaces for you to sit and do your work. This library, unsurprisingly, is massive. Go find another hiding spot. What now? I thought I made it perfectly clear that I'm not going to move. Excuse me? Move or you'll move me yourself. I'd like to see you try. What are you doing? Put me down now! Real mature, brat. Real mature. Ugh. You seriously think you can just do whatever you want without thinking of the consequences, don't you? You did not just shush me, you arrogant. Well, no matter. I suppose I'll just find somewhere else to sit, considering my original spot was just hijacked by a bratty, whiny baby who couldn't get their way. But where to sit is the question. Perfect. You know, your lap is a lot more comfortable than I originally thought. What do you think I'm doing? Well, excuse me for having to make do with the deck I was dealt when you stole my original spot. If you don't like this arrangement, then feel free to take over any other place in the library and call it your own. But as for me, I like where I am now, so deal with it. Shh, little brat. We're in the library, remember? As cute as you are, we can't have you making too much noise. You wouldn't want us to get kicked out now, do you? Oh? No one's here. Really? Well, better to be safe than sorry, don't you think? So, do us both a favor and be quiet. What? Adjusting my skirt for me. My. I never thought you were one to be staunchly decorous. If I recall correctly, you were the one who challenged Mr. Grant and his beliefs in his philosophy course, no? Something about his viewpoints on modern sensibilities being as archaic as the philosophy that he subscribes to, was it? How much trouble did you get into because of that? Well, hey, no judgment here. I prefer troublemakers over goody two-shoes. Makes things all the more interesting. Although, I'm not sure Daddy feels the same way, does he? Yeah, I thought not. In any case, if your eyes do happen to wander down to my thighs and possibly between my legs, I wouldn't mind it too much. Why should I? A respectable person like yourself would probably just adjust my skirt again, or very kindly tell me of the display that you just witnessed. Did I tease too much? I would apologize, but I like witnessing your bratty mouth fall silent for once. But since you want to feign propriety... Better? Now you're pressed up behind me, so the only way you'll see anything crude is if you're actively looking for it. You wouldn't mind the show. You say that, but I can feel your heart pounding. I think the little brat's bark is worse than their bite, but that's all right with me. Soft and precise bites tend to leave the most beautiful reminders. Shh. We came to study, didn't we? So stop that cute little pout of yours and start reading. Yes, I know, I'm ever the tease, but you're not complaining, are you? Thought not. What am I reading? Taming of the Shrew. Honestly, I don't know if I dislike it or despise it at this point. In any case, it's boring and you probably don't want to hear about it. You do? Okay, well, a few people argue that this play is Shakespeare's way of poking fun of the status quo in the Elizabethan era, about how men and women and their inherent roles in society are quite arbitrary, but at the same time, he basically portrayed that entire pseudo-relationship as incredibly abusive and misogynistic. I mean, this play was meant to be a comedy, so does that mean abuse during that time period was funny? I don't know. My analysis of this is incredibly surface level, so don't take anything I say about it seriously. But it's just difficult to stomach. What's worse is the professor refuses to acknowledge the blatant sexism in the play, not just towards the women of the story, but to the men as well. Just because a woman is intelligent doesn't mean she's unpleasant or rude. She just knows what she wants. And just because a man is disrespected doesn't mean that he becomes an abuser. The entire situation between Catherine and Petruchio is just gaslighting at its finest. Honestly, these two need some serious therapy. Why are you laughing? Well, it's true. In any case, don't you have to read this for class as well? Well, you're welcome for doing the analyzing for you. Well, in any case, I can't wait until we move on to the next play. We're literally in the 21st century, so why are we still reading pieces that perpetuate antiquated and, quite frankly, alarmingly dangerous gender norms? Well, hey, you're still listening to me, despite me rambling on top of my soapbox, so what does that say about you? You like listening to me talk? Well, little brat, you're getting more and more brave there, huh? So, what are you studying? Oh boy. That was probably one of the hardest classes for me last semester. Who's your professor? Ah, well, I heard they were okay, but good luck anyway. Why am I being so nice? What do you mean? Am I not usually nice? Not to you. That's because you annoy me beyond belief on a daily basis, but tonight, You're actually behaving yourself for once. What's going on? Are you plotting something? Perhaps a humiliation campaign in one of our classes together? Or better yet, a scandal designed to force me out of school? No? Good. You're maturing. We love to see it. Hmm? Why am I being so nice? Well, like I said, you're marginally less annoying tonight, so I suppose it's only fair of me to give you a break for once. Yes, well, considering we are laying down on the couch, pressed against each other, it's not so much of a break, more like a pause. But hey, gotta keep you on your toes, right? I think I've had enough reading for one night. There's only so much of Old Will I could take before my brain fries. And what about you? Are you done studying for the evening? Well, that's a shame. Well, go on then. You've been a good sport, listening to me complain, so it's only fair that I listen to your machinations on what you're going to do to your philosophy professor, should he be biased and give you a bad grade on your next paper. You won't. Well, I suppose having Daddy as the university president does come with some useful perks then, huh? Well, I hope for your sake it doesn't come to that. Oh, why do I care? I'm not a heartless monster, you know. Sure, you and I butt heads and quarrel and whatnot, but that doesn't mean I can't call things out as they are. I'm not nearly as blinded by my pettiness and hubris as you might think, little brat. It's shocking now, is it? Well, I'll tell you what I think is shocking. You putting up with me climbing into your lap and using you as my personal cushion. I anticipated getting thrown off immediately, but it seems like you enjoy this closeness more than you care to let on. Don't worry, little brat. I'll keep your secret. We can't let anyone know that the golden child, the university president's offspring, doesn't mind the company of the school's token troublemaker, now can we? Well, if you hope to get any studying done tonight, you should probably get started. Otherwise, I'll start to think that you came here under false pretenses. Good. And that's my cute little brat.